I think today's event is a really important line in the sand. We're placing it out there that we really want to drive hard on improving the health and well-being of the population of Weston. And the Integrated Care Partnership, which is a fundamental part of that, is really the vehicle. And the Integrated Care Partnership is about bringing all the skills, the experience into one place. So instead of the patient and the client traveling through our system, we wrap our system around the patient, the client, because ultimately as a citizen, I don't want to have to travel through 27 different people. I want the service for me, wrapped around me. And that's what the ICP can bring. The other thing the Integrated Care Partnership can do is really think local, because the needs of a population such as Weston will be really different than the needs of a population such as Clifton. So the Integrated Care Partnership has the freedom to look at its own population and say, well, actually, what is it we need to do? How do we need to develop services? How do we need to spend our money? And that will be so different in the different Integrated Care Partnerships.
Do you know this is kind of what dreams are made of? I came here to do work with older people, and what I didn't expect to find was a home here. And coming together on the pier today for this event has been a watershed moment, I think.
I am ecstatic. How often do we see Weston in one room? Just visualise that. We've got all partners that work in this wonderful community together to talk about Weston, to discuss Weston, to actually change the narrative of Weston. Because we know, you know, I know, everyone knows that the Weston story has been a very interesting one. Traditional models, traditional nothing has worked for Weston-super-Mare well in the villages.
It's an area of high social deprivation, and my worry is actually that the voices of older, more vulnerable people just simply aren't heard. So I think my role here is to advocate for them, but advocate for them somewhere where it can be heard. And that's actually improving the healthcare for the generation who looked after me.
We want to put those people right in the middle, understand the challenges they've got, and then really navigate our way from there. And that's why our integrated partnership model is so exciting, because this is what exactly it does. We want to put everybody right in the heart of it. And we're so excited. Ask me this again in a couple of years' time, and we'll be in a very different place in Weston.
We have some real pockets of strong need in Weston-super-Mare, and we really need to do more to try and tackle that. That's not just about healthcare services, that's about how we provide good education, good housing, good development for children. All of those things come together, and I think what we talked about today is how can we all affect that, in particular working with our communities so that we can build solutions that feel relevant and well owned by our communities and support every day in health and well-being, not just access to services.
You know, I've been a GP in Weston for 14 years now, and over that time you become very fond of your patients and develop good relationships. So I hope that we will be able to, in the coming years, plug those gaps in healthcare that are all too visible, to mean that actually we can offer a much more joined up service for our patients and give them better outcomes.
The best thing that I've seen here in Weston is that people's passion to really want to work together, to want to change things for people and to improve people's lives and people's outcomes. But more importantly, it's really about being here in Weston and well in the villages and really understanding what people really want in this area and really making sure that we let people in the area drive what's best for them and supporting them to do that.
Really is about understanding that the patient, the client, the carer, the family are at the centre of what we do. So if we keep focusing on what they need, as opposed to what we as healthcare professionals sometimes think they need, then that is the key, because it is actually about making sure we do things with people, not to people.